Taurus, not a bad week. All right, so there's a few wrenches maybe that are going to be thrown in your path this week, okay? This is either someone you don't like shows up or dealing with a circumstance. For some of you, this is dealing with some kind of obsession, addiction, okay? You could have someone who has an addiction problem around you, or this is you. All right, so I do feel that energy as well. For a lot of you, there is a sense of, the anxiety and fear of something. And once you do it or you just overcome it, like for example, you're scared of public speaking. And once you do it, you're going to say, oh, well, that wasn't so bad, right? So there is a little bit of that energy here that I see. I do see there is movement. There is things working out for you when you least expected. Travel is showing up. Some of you are ready to make vacation plans. Some of you are on a vacation. Others are going, like this could be a spiritual retreat. So I'm seeing that. You have crossroads and some important decision point that you're going to have to come up with and make, okay? Some of you, you're definitely on a spiritual quest, or this is a new religion. Yeah. You're creating some kind of movement. You may be even reuniting with someone on your journey ahead, like you bump into someone you haven't seen in a long time. So I do see that you're exploring more. All right, so this is inner exploration. Maybe you're just kind of trying to make refining some things about yourself as well. You've got a lot of courage this week, a lot of confidence, independence. You're more focused. You have that zest for life and determined. And finding peace and joy. Okay, so I do feel that energy as well. Some of you could be dealing with an Aries or a Pisces as well, or someone who exhibits those energies. So I am seeing that kind of energy. You have that yes answer for a question that you have, and it's something maybe about yourself is what I'm seeing here as well. Now, I want to say, seeing is believing. There can't be someone who comes around and promises you heaven and earth. But seeing is believing, and seeing the reality in a situation. For others, you just have a lot more options. So don't kind of commit to anything now, because you got a lot of options in the future and a lot of choices to make. But picking and choosing wisely is going to be very important. All right, so this is a lot of future prospects are opening up for you too, and a lot of options. So review things too. I do feel that energy. I do see here 7 is showing up a lot. So this is indicating to me, things are a little bit of a process, and, perseverance is going to be important in making some kind of reviews and adjustments. I do feel here, stand your ground on anything that you do start, and accomplishing your projects, your goals. You're kind of not giving up. You are actually kind of pushing forward. So I do feel that energy. You do have some endings this week too, and some change, okay, which is going to bring something better. This is some big change. Some things are closing up, so I do feel that energy. I do see abundance, money. This could be like a windfall or some kind of a win, okay? For some of you, this is dealing with inheritance, real estate, future investments. For some, this can be a raise or even a promotion, okay? If it's not, it's starting this week. For others of you, this is something, an offer maybe from the past. Maybe somebody writes you in their will, leaves you some kind of inheritance. There is that energy. All right. For some of you, I do feel you could be making money at an old location, like a job that you had previously, or maybe a company was temporarily like set up somewhere. Now they're going to move back, or they were remodeling, restructuring. There's some kind of movement there too. So I do feel that. I do feel also here the past is showing up. So you could be connecting with someone from the past as well. Some of you dealing with children in your life. Okay. They could be costing you some kind of money too. So I do see that. Money and children are involved too. So I do see that. Now, there is this, I think I saw this with Virgo. You have a similar energy, seeing the contrast of things. This is seeing through darkness, the adversities. It's like I told them, it's like a battery. You need the positive and the negative charges. So seeing the contrast of like the lighter side, the bright side. So definitely seeing that and this. It's like seeing yourself in a situation, others, and then transforming some things, okay? The negative to positive. So I do see that energy. Sometimes feeling vulnerable. So definitely seeing contrasts here and polarities this week. I see your health, happiness, and wealth. There is definitely a energy of that. You have some good luck and fortune here too. And focusing on finances, building, and your health too. So what's healthy in your life, let's put it that way, and balancing that. There is also an energy here of needing some flexibility this week. So being flexible, being adaptable, being objective, observe any circumstances around you objectively. Seize new opportunities as situations naturally shift and change this week. So we are seeing that. So being able to bend, to flex with the flow of life around you, all right? There is no resistance, only willingness, okay? So I am seeing that kind of energy. It's like people around you could be suddenly changing their tune. They change their mind, or like I said, seeing is believing, okay? Or people could be changing things up in their life because, you know, they're progressing somehow. Because this is like asking you the question, have you decided it's time to change yours? All right, so there is that kind of energy. Do you need to be more flexible? Do you need to kind of expand? You have a lot of options here. So this is like looking at yourself mentally, physically, spiritually, emotionally. Observe yourself and those around you. What is it, the changes that you need to make to find your health, wealth, and happiness, okay? So flexibility is going to be very important this week too. All right. Well, it's a pretty good week, I want to say overall. There is a beautiful energy of giving and receiving this week too. Sharing, caring, beautiful generosity. Some of you may be doing some kind of charity work or voluntary work, or you're putting effort in a new business and, you know, you weren't making money. Maybe it's something online and you could get monetized this week. So I'm seeing that kind of energy. That's good. It's a good week for sales as well. Good week for debt elimination. Also loans. Good news with a loan. There is, for some of you, dealing with a particular anniversary. This could be a special anniversary this week or a special birthday, maybe a wedding. So I do feel that energy. For some of you, you come full circle with something too. So maybe you set a goal a year ago and now it's a year and you're celebrating something because you were successful. There's a lot of abundance here. You could be manifesting your endeavors, all right? This is reaping the rewards, the harvest at the end of the work that you've done. You reap what you sow too. So some of you, it is the karmic conclusion, cause and effect. So I do see that. Know that success also requires a little bit more effort for some. For some of you, you're dealing with something deep here too. This is life, death, rebirth. So you're going through that process. Some of you are starting to build on your past efforts. So maybe you were like, you set a goal on the side and now you kind of brought that back and you're going to kind of rebuild it. Positivity here. You're working towards the future. All right, so you're turning your inspiration into reality. So that is a very nice energy as well. For some of you, there is an energy here that you could be afraid of the dark and dealing with that for some reason. Or it's the unknown, feeling vulnerable. But there's always darkness within light. So there's a light at the end of the tunnel. All right, so this is embracing that kind of period in your life and then gaining more clarity. It's seeing the contrasts. I don't know. Being courageous to see through the darkness of adversity, to make positive changes that are going to light up your life. Knowing that there is light at the end of the tunnel, very important. Some of you envisioning things. It's like seeing yourself, your situations, others clearly, and participating in this change that you need to make to kind of push things along. Participating in the transformation of negative to positive. It's like a battery. You need both to charge it. You know what I mean? So it's the contrast of both that I'm seeing here. Okay? I do see here for some of you, this is starting home businesses. A relationship may go to another level. So this could be getting engaged or whatever level you're on a relationship. So I do see that there's a focus on stabilizing things as well. There could be a nice surprise with your family. News or something like that is looking positive here. Some of you are more spiritual, making affirmations, wishes. You may be starting to see some sparks of miracles. So I do see that energy as well. This indicates some wish or a prayer may come to fruition. Don't judge a person or situation without knowing the facts and figures. And don't be so worried about rebirth either. It's like getting a burden off your shoulder. You'll feel better is what I'm seeing here, okay? For some of you, this is assessing realistically a situation. Can cause a change of perspective. All right, this can indicate people, situations are leaving your life. Let them go. They're not on the same path then. So it's a sense of some elimination as well. There can be a dispute or an argument. You're not seeing the same vision. You're not maybe not on the same path with someone either. You have two different kind of goals is possible. This is a good week of also creative writing. Writing things down so you don't forget them is what I want to say. Starting new projects, you benefit with the help of others as well. But stay out of your head as well, because I do see some of you could be a little bit stubborn. So cooperation is going to be important in seeing the benefit of the whole here.